What's up guys, it's Birdman and welcome back to War Thunder. We're here at level 7 now, we're going to be making our way to level 8, and we're going to do a bit of plane admin first. So, we're at level 7, this is in the new patch by the way, so we've got a new BF109. Now, it's only got 4 7mm, but I think we're going to get it and try it out, because, you know, it's new and it's a BF109, so how bad can it be? The other thing I wanted to do is get to this guy, because he has two 37mm. Now, admittedly, it's probably not the most maneuverable plane, it's probably not a fantastic plane, but if you take it to arcade, I think we can have a lot of fun. So that's going to involve buying my way through this tree, which is maybe something I should have done before. And as with most new patches, I've had to spend quite a lot of money getting the new planes, etc. for various nations, but that's alright, I think we'll have enough to do this. I could just stay with the G1, but it has half the ammo for the 37mm, and I thought, if we can get the G2, why not? So it's cost us a pretty penny, but we've now got the G2, and I'm going to put it in instead of this Dornier, because actually I was a little bit let down by the performance of this one. We've now also got, I've added this Dornier, which is the level 7 one, just slightly better performing, I think, or, yeah, I mean, it says it's slower, but I don't know, I think it'd be quite fun to use, so we'll try it out. So that's our new lineup. I'll get into the battles and I'll show you the highlights. Okay, so here we go. It's a historical battle here, and I thought I'd show you some of my historical battles I've been doing in this BF190 E3. I don't really trust the other planes I've got to go to historical battles. And this is just sort of what the Russian front battles are like for me. A complete chaos of planes, not really scoring any hits worth anything, and then, oh, what's gone on? And I couldn't believe it. Aircraft destroyed. Don't know how that happened, to be honest. I don't think I deserved that kill. But as you can see, I was having a bit of a sloppy time trying to get historical battles to work correctly. This is another one, only this time on Malta. Now I found I had a lot more success on Malta, and here we are. I've climbed up to very high, or relatively high, and I dive down on the Spitfire, start pasting him with my cannons, set him on fire, and I think that's the end of his flight. He's going to find his way to the floors, either slowly or quickly, depending on which way he points himself, but he's on fire. And then, while I'm admiring my own kill, another Spitfire comes up behind me and starts peppering me, and as you can see, I start taking quite serious damage to one of my wings. My tail and fuselage are getting damaged. I think, oh, this isn't good, I'm going to dive out of it. So I put my plane to best dive I can with my limited control. Consider going after that Spitfire there, but don't, and just dive away with sort of superior dive speed to the Spitfire. Later on, after repairing at base and coming back, I see this guy as well, chasing down one of my friendly BF109s, and I think that's not really on, so I put myself into a nice, relatively straight dive towards him, pepper him, and in one rather lucky cannon burst, break off a chip of his wing, and generally just leave him to crash into the trees. So that was quite a successful game. This is actually sort of an homage to my less used planes, my Dorniers and my Yonkers 87s. Here we are in a Dornier 217, the new one that I was showing you, in an arcade battle, mind. And I saw that guy trying to land to capture, and I thought, well, let's just turn the cannons on and see what it does. It blew him out the sky, so I got quite confident, flew back towards the battle, and shortly disposed of a bow fighter, which is, if you've played the game, you'll know they're not exactly a soft opponent when it comes to shooting them down, but it didn't take long for the Dornier to put it out. And then this brave, plucky little HE-112 decides to fly straight towards 4 20mm cannons and 4 7.7mm machine guns, which did not end well for him. So there you go, in a very short space of time, I'm on an air win streak of 3. Now this Spitfire made a quick pass at me and is now turning around. I loop over the top in what is a surprisingly manoeuvrable twin-engine plane, and give him another burst, or not another, give him a burst of the cannons, same as the others, and unfortunately, just as I get my air win streak times 4, my tail controls are destroyed and I crash into the ground, but still, a solid 4 kills in what is actually a very powerful plane. Now here's some gameplay in my Yonkers 87 G2 with the twin 37mm cannons. I'm going after that P2 Peshka. It did not take much time at all, a few shots to get my aim and then blew his wing off. Now I turn around, see a B-25, I think J1. I realise he's got 550 cals on the front, so I don't fly straight at him, I sort of duck away and then roll around. And his 50 caliber turrets are already giving me a little bit of a little spot of trouble with the shooting, but I return fire with 30 mils, and with 2 shots left, no shots left, I blow his wing off. So I'm still getting used to the aim of this thing, but as you can see, it's very effective at taking bombers out of the sky. I looked around for a bit longer for more bombers, couldn't find any, so I decided to dive on A20G, which is an attacker plane, but it's quite a big twin engine, so I think it's still quite an easy target. You know, hopefully it won't be too fast. bit of a mistake, I'll be honest, because they were very fast and it was very low, and I essentially threw away all my altitude to go after it. But anyway, I dived down, as you can see, which is really what these Yonkers 87 dive bombers were designed for. And on my way down, I spotted P39 and put some cannon shells into him. I only get a critical of his wing, so I don't actually get that kill. But I decided to leave him to fly away and go after the bigger target. However, my aim kind of, if I ever had any, it's gone now. I put 24, well, maybe 20, 30mm cannon shells towards this guy and got maybe one hit. So I fast forward through me trying to keep up with him as he flew away, and of course he flew straight into our base and attracted the attention of pretty much everyone on our team, even though I would like to say that I saw him first, but I think everyone would like to say that. But here I managed to get critical, which takes out his tail control, so it sends him spinning up into the air, and then once he's floating around like this, he's a relatively easy target. However, I do still need to hit him before anyone else. You can see that he narrowly avoids a flurry of rockets, and I curl around him in what is a surprisingly manoeuvrable plane and just take his wing off with another cannon shell, luckily before anyone else managed to get the kill. So there we are, it's Airwin streak of 3. I curve back around, still quite near to the base, and this bow fighter is sort of limping away, and I just, yeah, no, these are quite good, these cannons. If only they were strapped to a slightly faster plane. Can't complain about manoeuvrability really, but it's the speed of this plane that lets it down. And then I was just peacefully flying away, and suddenly I just have cannon and machine gun fire everywhere. Don't know where it's coming from. I think there's an Ishak and possibly a BF190. Anyway, that's the end of my flight for this game, but it's quite a good showcase of what you can get up to in the Ju-87 G2 if you put your mind to it. One last roar of the cannons, and then I jumped out, and that was that. And then just in case any of you are wondering whether or not you should head on with the Dornier 217, here's another example of why you shouldn't. Yeah, it's just not a good idea. So that's that. And as a result of that, and quite a few many more games, I reached level 8. So we've unlocked our BF109Fs, ME410s, HU111s, and a premium P47D. So hopefully I can put those into practice soon and show you guys my progress from rank 8 to rank 9 using those planes. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay then, bye.